Welcome to the interesting world of Sigma guys. A fascinating domain of personality psychology unlike their alpha and beta counterparts. Have you ever wondered why certain people can't tolerate Sigma males? Is it their aloofness or their self-sufficiency that bothers others? The distinct combination of self-reliance, introspection, and nonconformist attitude that sets apart Sigma males from other breed members. They are not the party animals or quick to conform to social norms. Rather, they are solitary individuals who prefer their own company to that of others. However, these same characteristics that set them apart also make them mysterious to many others, who find their aloofness off-putting, their independence intimidating, and their silence unsettling. What makes Sigma guys so divisive, then? We've uncovered 12 factors that may help explain this mystery. Hold on to your seats as we explore the bizarre reasons why people find it difficult to tolerate Sigma men, being number 1 on the list of nonconformity. Sigma men defy social conventions and expectations by not doing as the masses do. Male Sigmas are known for forging their own paths. They are the outcasts, the lone wolves, and the ones who appear to live by their own rhythm. This unconventional way of living can be disconcerting to others, leading to conflict and miscommunication. Think about the typical course of life. Education, career, and marriage mar children's retirement. The Sigma man may decide to go a different route. Perhaps choosing a career that offers more personal freedom or living a nomadic lifestyle can be intimidating or even threatening to some people who find comfort in predictability and conformity. This discomfort, however, is more a reflection of societal norms than of the Sigma male themselves. So it appears that the Sigma's nonconformity can be too much for some people to handle. Secondly, Sigma males are fiercely independent. This self-reliance is a cornerstone of their character and a trait that defines them. They are the masters of their own destiny, navigating the world on their own terms and rarely, if ever, seeking advice or assistance from others. However, this may be unsettling to those who are more used to a cooperative or dependent lifestyle. Although it is deeply ingrained in human nature to rely on others in order to be a part of a group or community. After all, humans are social creatures. Sigma males defy this norm. They are lone wolves, self-contained units that thrive on their independence. This may even be perceived by some as a taunt or rejection of the social norm of interdependence. Thirdly, although being respectable, Sigma guys' self-reliance might be difficult for some to accept since they don't conform to traditional roles or follow the herd. This characteristic doesn't imply that they're reticent or antisocial. Rather, it means that they prefer the company of a small group of people. They're the ones who would decline an invitation to a party in favor of staying home and reading a book. Some people, however, misinterpret this preference for solitude as arrogance or distance. For example, consider a Sigma FA at a social gathering. He's not the life of the party, nor is he trying to be. Rather, he's comfortably settled in a quiet corner, observing the room with a thoughtful gaze. To an outsider, he might appear distant or unapproachable, but in reality, he's just content in his own space, taking in the world in his own special way. Because of their reclusive personality, Sigma men might occasionally be mysterious individuals who inspire misconceptions and presumptions. The mysterious aura of Sigma males is the enigma, which is the Sigma male. Their propensity for solitude and independence naturally cloaks them in a veil of mystery that even the most persistent of people can't seem to penetrate. They are like the unread book on the highest shelf, the closed door at the end of the hallway, or the uncharted path in the woods. It's important to remember that their quiet demeanor doesn't equate to arrogance but rather a different mode of engaging with the world. This mystery can be annoying, especially to those who appreciate openness and transparency in a society where disclosing every little detail of our lives is customary. The Sigma male's reluctance to share his inner workings can come across as distant, even unsettling, to many. They are experts at playing it close to the vest, disclosing little about their feelings, intentions, or thoughts, leaving others to fill in the blanks. Even while their mystery is fascinating, many people find it frustrating. However, keep in mind that every individual is a world unto themselves, and not every world is intended to be fully explored. Fifth, consider the unpredictable nature of Sigma men. Imagine yourself attempting to make your way through a maze, but the walls are constantly moving to encircle you. Dealing with a Sigma guy may be like that. They are society's wild cards, frequently choosing the less traveled route and making unconventional choices. This unpredictability can be exciting but also a little frightening for people who prefer regularity and predictability. It may be unsettling for those accustomed to predictable patterns and behaviors that Sigma males follow their own instincts and desires instead of adhering to social norms or external expectations. They make decisions based on these feelings, which frequently result in unexpected consequences. Next up, the unshakable self-confidence of Sigma guys. Some find this unpredictability pleasant, but for others, it's like trying to catch a leaf in the wind. This unpredictability, although thrilling for some, can be rather frightening for others. One of the characteristics that characterize a Sigma male is their deep-seated self-assurance. These are people who have faith in their abilities and skills, and they don't let outside influences easily shake this belief. Their confidence stems from their own self-perception rather than from the approval or validation of others. However, this high level of confidence can occasionally be misinterpreted by an untrained eye, coming across as arrogance or even cockiness. People frequently misinterpret Sigma males' confidence as an exaggerated ego, but it's crucial to keep in mind that these men are just expressing their belief in their own abilities and capabilities in the larger scheme of things, not seeking to subjugate or dominate others. The self-assurance that Sigma men possess is a valuable asset that enables them to navigate the world according to their own terms. However, some may view this confidence as arrogance because of their carefree attitude, which is actually just a result of not worrying about the little things. Male Sigmas are adept at keeping a cool, controlled demeanor that can occasionally come across as distant or uninterested. This carefree attitude towards life is sometimes misconstrued as a lack of interest or concern. Rather, it is an indication of their capacity to control their emotions and keep an eye on the big picture. They are resistant to life's ups and downs and don't let little setbacks or unimportant problems get to them. Instead, they maintain their composure under pressure. This attitude, though it may appear disinterested, is actually a testament to their mental toughness and resilience. They aren't indifferent. They're just focused. Their nonchalant demeanor, while appealing to some, can be off-putting to others. 8. The strong individualism of Sigma males. Now, this is a trait that truly sets them apart. Sigma men take great pride in their originality and distinctiveness. They don't simply follow their own drumbeat. They create the entire symphony. They are not rebels without a cause. Rather, they are explorers who forge their own route, unafraid of the well-traveled path. This strong feeling of individualism can be unsettling, especially to individuals who find peace in the known dynamics of the group and seek comfort in conformity. The individuality of the Sigma male might appear as a barrier and affront to their way of life, which can cause anxiety and a sensation of being outmatched and outperformed. Sigma guys just cherish their own journeys and distinctive viewpoints more than they value blending in with their uniqueness. They are not out to upset anybody. While others may find empowerment offensive, for Sigma guys, it's an attribute that may function as a shield or a sword depending on the situation. Sigma men tend to be naturally reserved with their emotions. Under wraps. Men who prefer to process their emotions internally rather than show off their feelings to others are known for their emotional self-containment. This trait can sometimes be confused for a lack of empathy, which gives off the impression that they are emotionally distant. However, men who identify as Sigmas experience emotions just as intensely as other people. They just choose to manage them privately. Although their emotional reserve allows them to protect themselves to some extent, it can also act as a barrier, making others think less of them. While their emotional reserve is protective, some may view it as a barrier. The steadfast independence of Sigma males is a trait that truly sets them apart. This emotional autonomy can be admirable, but it can also lead to feelings of exclusion or mistrust among those around them. The lone wolves of the personality spectrum, Sigma guys are fiercely independent, thrive on their own terms, and seldom ever ask for help. They value their independence above all else, but sometimes it can be misinterpreted as a sign that they are rejecting assistance or support from others. In reality, though, it's not because they are too prideful or stubborn to accept help, but rather because they find satisfaction in overcoming obstacles on their own. This can be difficult for those who are accustomed to a more group-oriented approach to problem solving. But it's crucial to realize that this is an affirmation of their own abilities rather than a dismissal of others. Although their independence might be viewed as desirable, Sigma guys are self-starters who thrive in their self-imposed solitude. The intensity of a Sigma male is like a roaring fire. It's powerful, captivating, and impossible to ignore. This intensity is part of what sets Sigma males apart. It's in the way they focus on their tasks, the passion they bring to their interests, and the unwavering determination with which they pursue their goals. While their independence is admirable, some may view it as aloofness, though this intensity can be overwhelming for those who prefer a more laid-back lifestyle. Those who value calmness and tranquility may find the Sigma M's relentless drive and laser-like focus to be too much to handle. They live their lives with a fervor that can make the world around them seem dull in comparison. The intensity of Sigma males can be both a strength and a weakness. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose when you're used to sipping from a straw. Lastly, what really makes them stand out from the crowd is their unconventionality. While some find their intensity attractive, others find it to be overwhelming. Sigma males are renowned for having distinct viewpoints on life, rather than passively accepting social norms. They frequently question them and live by their own set of values and laws, which can be surprising to people accustomed to more traditional modes of thought. Sigma guys have an unusual lifestyle that encompasses all facets of their lives, including relationships and careers. They don't mind going against the grain, prioritize authenticity above popularity, and aren't interested in conforming to stereotypes. This is why some people find it difficult to understand or accept Sigma males' unconventionality, which, while refreshing, can be a source of discomfort for many. That being said, this tendency to deviate from the norm and question and redefine what is acceptable can also be refreshing. But it can also cause discomfort for those who are not used to such independence of thought. 12 ridiculous reasons why people can't. We have navigated the labyrinth of the Sigma guys. Persona: exploring traits that frequently confuse, frustrate, and occasionally intimidate those who interact with them. These traits, however, are not inherently negative. Rather, they are simply different from what society has come to expect and accept as the norm. We began with nonconformity, a trait that enables Sigma males to defy societal expectations and tread their own path. Next, we moved on to self-reliance, a quality that allows them to stand tall independent of external validation. Their introverted nature, which is frequently misinterpreted, is a testament to their self-containment and preference for solitude over superficial social interactions. We explored the aura of mystery that envelops them, which is a result of their reserved demeanor and the unpredictability that accompanies their unconventional way of living. Their self-assurance, which is sometimes misinterpreted as arrogance, is really just a sign of their self-assurance and faith in their abilities. We talked about how their stoic individualism, which separates them from the herd, and their carefree attitude reflect their detachment from society pressures. We also looked at how their emotional reserve, which is sometimes mistaken for aloofness, is a protective mechanism for their inner world. Lastly, we talked about how their independence, which enables them to thrive in solitude, and their intensity, which can be overwhelming to those used to more subdued personalities. Lastly, we discussed their unconventionality, which is a quality that questions the existing quo and encourages people to reflect on and reevaluate their own views and presumptions. The tenets of the Sigma male are these 12, ridiculous as they may sound. Persona: they are evidence of their distinct outlook on life, their refusal to conform to social norms, and their steadfast dedication to being authentically themselves. Remember that being a Sigma man is about being loyal to oneself rather than trying to win over everyone. As Oscar Wilde once said, "Be yourself, because everyone else is already taken."